Yeah, of course, you could do shitloads with 5 hours. I mean, who wouldn't want an extra 5 hours up their sleeve? Hey and welcome, just wanted to create this quick little video for you guys to make your 3D printing experience a little bit easier out of the box, literally and metaphorically. My name's Lucas, also known as Badge 3D. I stream on Twitch. You can find the links to all of my socials down below, like Instagram, Twitter, as I said, Twitch and all that other good stuff. I'm a gamer, cosplayer, and 3D printing enthusiast that has been in the 3D printing space for at least 3 to 4 years. I don't even know anymore. I've lost track, but I know a few things, and I want to help you guys get off to the best start possible with your 3D printing, to make it hassle-free, so that you can create all that good stuff that you want to create, like I do, because that's what I'm passionate about. I like playing games, and then, you know, my favorite elements from those games I like to bring to life, and I do that through 3D printing, molding, and casting. For this tutorial, I will be using Simplify 3D. I don't use any other slicing software for 3D prints. When I got started, everything else that was free on the market was quite rubbish, so I've always been with Simplify 3D. Although I do hear that Cura has been really good lately, so if you are just getting into 3D printing, probably try Cura, and if you find that it's not doing it for you, maybe jump onto Simplify 3D, although I do hear, as I said, Cura is quite good now. Alrighty, so jumping into it, first and foremost, let's get a 3D model onto the bed there. So I'll just use the top half of this lion mask that I'm actually making from the new Godfall PS5 game coming up. Really excited to see more of that. I think the models and armor aesthetics of that game look fantastic. And then what we'll do is we'll just quickly use our Command L function to adhere that to the bed correctly. So as you can see there, that's all nice and level. So again, any sort of flat facing surface, if you hit Command L, click on that surface, it's going to adhere that plane to the bed. So obviously you want to do that for any flat surfaces for your 3D print. However you want to print, whether it's, you know, from that slice, that's generally what people do. Works pretty well. And then obviously just center and arrange that. So what we'll do is we'll jump into the process settings, and what I like to do is I pretty much leave everything as is, apart from a few little tweaks. So with my high quality settings, I like to print at 0.15. I find that it's a nice sort of happy medium between print time and the amount of body work and sanding that I have to do afterwards. If you print at 0.1, that's fine. You have your settings and your print layer height set to what works best for you, but 0.15 is what I go with, works pretty well. I find that the Creality doesn't really print much better than 0.1. So yeah, that's what I do. But alright, so we'll jump into the additions. I generally always like to use a raft. The only thing I like to change in these settings is the separation distance, because I cannot stand more than anything when you get a print off once it's finished and you cannot get that raft off. It's generally a temperature thing. If there's any sort of curling or warping, those edges will lift up and they'll just adhere a lot stronger to the actual raft, when in fact that should not happen. So I increase that to about, I've tested this, so I like to increase that to about 0.19. I find that works very well. It just snaps off really nice and clean, and that's really all you really need to know about that. Now the next thing with the infill, and this is a great way to really save on time and not sacrifice print quality. When you're printing extremely detailed things, or those more detailed prints, and you have to print pretty slow, but you don't necessarily have to it can be sped up. So what I like to do is combine infill every 2 layers. I also do the same for the support. So essentially, you're printing your model at 0.15 layer height, although your infill and your support is printed at 0.3. So your infill and support, in matter of fact, is going to print twice as fast as the actual detail of the print itself. So you're going to save substantially on time there. So, and just to show you how much time you can sort of save by doing that, we'll do a bit of a comparison. So if you see here, once it's decided to load, we've got a 26-hour print. Obviously, we've got a 26-hour print, and 26.5-hour print. And so let's have a look to see what that would come down to once we increase the layer height of the support and the infill. So 26.5 is the time to beat. And we've got here 21, just under 21.5 hours. So that's 5 hours difference in print time. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I will try and get this channel packed with a ton more educational content, including 3D printing, molding, casting, all that cool prop making stuff, stream highlights, gaming hardware, how-tos. But if you do have any good suggestions, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.